Good morning, Comic Book fam. Good morning to another fantastic review of Thor by Donny. This is going to be a Thor number 11. Of course, that's a variant cover, which, yeah, I've picked blindly, so I had no idea what the cover is going to be, and that's the cover. Quite awful, isn't it? So, of course, Thor is written by Donny Cates with the artist Nick Klein and the colorist Matt Wilson. Cover artist here is Oliver Coppella and Laura Martin. So, not that bad. To be honest, the art in the book is good, so we can get this right away. Art is actually pretty good and pretty on point. Inker, everything is on point. Story, it is a Donny Cates writing it, so we have a lot of stretched points, they're like slow ones, and then we got action, slow, action, slow, action, slow. So we get a lot of that, in a typical Donny Cates fashion. And the more I read him, again, I told in the last review, I'm going to give him like 10 more issues of Thor. But the more I read him, the more I'm like, well, he sometimes tries to imitate Jason Aaron, and he does that poorly. And he really should just go and do Venom and like his other stuff. And the Thor and then Norse mythology should be left to Jason Aaron. He should only do that. But I'm still giving him time. You can see he's not as knowledgeable as that mythology as Aaron was. Especially like the more issues he writes right now, the more cracks you can see. Especially if you are into that, And again, it feels like he just read a Wikipedia. That literally sometimes it feels like that. And get in this like 11 issue run right now. And it's like, hey, just at least read Neil Gaiman's like Norse mythology. You at least you're gonna have some background, or just read the whole Jason Aaron stuff. But besides that, I feel like the story is going somewhere, and the story feels like it's going to big events along the line now. If not this year, which I hope it's not gonna be this year, in 2 years, 3 years. I might not enjoy, certain things of Donny Cates' writing, but I want to see where he's gonna take it. Like, I honestly, yeah, I know we're about to talk here, but I want to see where he's gonna take it. And I hope in a year or two he's gonna take it to this big event. It's gonna culminate in in his run or of his run, and we're gonna get back to some other writer that is gonna do that, because it feels like Cates goes like, I'm a superstar, I'm gonna just do whatever, and it sometimes feel like that. So we kick off. Of course, we know the last issue ended up with Edward Blake meeting with Jane Foster, right? And she was a Thor, and they're at the dinner table, right? We got a cool shot of him eating, which I just want to say, this is a bit of laziness. We have literally a zoomed in the same image. It's a laziness. So yeah, it is kind of, it's just laziness. I don't like that, to be honest. And I don't like those long shots like him eating. Cool, he eats, but like get us a bit back, just do that. But they are talking about the good days. Like, hey, I've been there, but I'm not Thor anymore. So they're both talking, and we figure, okay, there you go, like that he's a dragon, and we learned that Edward Blake has no idea that Jane Foster was a Thor, because, to be honest, he was only all he remembers is like the proper Thor's name that he trapped in this realm, but he has no recollection of or memories of Jane Foster being a Thor, which is stupid, because for a different reason. The Thor was Thor when the War of the Realms happened, and like after War of the Realms, and they've met up a couple of times with Jane Foster, and she was mentioned as a Thor, and he was mentioning her as a Thor. So at least he should remember something, but okay, we can leave that. Then we go back to Thor actually being, a crybaby. He's like, oh, let me out, please. Oh, God, let me out. I don't want to be here. Like, let me go. Let me go. And he's like, on his knees, being sad. Don't do Silver Surfer on my Thor, please. Because he feels like a Silver Surfer right now. But there goes Ratatoskr. one of the Chaos Gods that was doing World Realms, and he was like, hey, Ratato, can you actually get me out of here? And he tells me, well, Doc, I can't, because the Asgard is no more. Right? He was like, Asgard is empty. There are like no more people, and we cut to Hell, where you've got all the Asgardians actually partying, because we know from the past that Thor actually helped. He helped people in Hell, so they're like, yay, Thor helped. You Thor's friends, you're cool here. We're gonna help you out. So they party, but Sif is not kind of like happy about it. She's like, no, we gotta like figure stuff out. We gotta get away from here. So now we go to Bill, right? She goes to be like, hey, Bill, are you okay? Like, Bill just woke up. He's still in his like, weird state. And he's like, no, I need to do something. Like, I need to find a Lockjaw. He was my warband. Like, where I am, he is as well. And we've gotta look at Thor, which is the Thor's dog. And Thor goes like, yeah, Lockjaw, like, got away, from here like a few hours ago. Thor forgot to tell you. Which, Thor does not forget things like that, to be honest. Like the Thor I know from the books. So, but Thor forgot. Like that, it was like, come on, moments like, that's a cheap thing. So it's like, blame it on dog. It's like, yeah, okay, he forgot to tell him that, Lockjaw just went away. Woo, what now? I think, I'm in the middle of the book, and Donny Cates in this story, it's a part 3, so we're in the middle, right? So I can say that, does a really poor job of me caring about this character. It's like, it feels like even him, he does not care about the characters. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna write this shit. It's like, build them up, or like build something, when you're doing like the whole, because we go back and we still got one whole long scene of of the dinner table. Cut 2 pages of the dinner table and build up something else. Like, build up something that I'm gonna care about, because I actually don't, and I don't care about Edward Blake anymore. I thought he was gonna be a great villain, right? He was supposed to be the great villain. And I really stopped caring about him, unfortunately. So, of course, they're at the dinner table, and that's the moment where actually he figures out that Jane Foster was a Thor. He gets like, again, look, this could have been told here. We don't need another page. So he snaps. He wants to kill her, but we got this splash page, which is great. Like, this is a good one. Like, no more. I'm gonna kill you, Jane Foster. And you turn off the pitch like, huh, Blake, what was that? And he was like, no, I was imagining things. Nothing. Cool. I gotta go. There are other friends I gotta meet. So he goes to meet other friends, and Jane goes back later to the morgue. And, in the morgue, we learned that there is like a body of someone that she knew, and they called Roger Red Norwell. And he was a Thor in the past, and his body is all burnt down. And, she runs away to the toilet, and she goes like, no, it's not Edward, is it? And we see Edward Blake actually being in a realm of some sort. He gets attacked by Krakakakum, by a thunder, and he goes like, come on, let's fight, don't hide. And we got Throg actually like, yeah, I'm here to fight, mate, we gonna battle. So, again, if you look, like, that was the scene, like, now we got Throg, then was Jane Foster, previous one. Pacing is really bad for this book. Like, I don't need half of the book at the dinner table learning literally what I can learn in 2 pages. He could have built up, like, let's say cutting those, like, 2 pages. Let's just say that. And give me a shot of, like, going to the realm of Throg, or at least a glimpse how he burned the other guy. Not like, oh, he's burned, there we go, he Please, Donny, like, think, mate, because this is not good. This is a really, really, really bad. It started here, like, it started here at the high point, you know, coming after, you know, after the issue number 6 where, you know, you killed Galactus. Then we got a low point, and I thought, you know, that low point was gonna be like, okay, you know, I was like hopeful, because you could have actually, you know, get like, okay, you know, the thing that everyone can will, the Thor's hammer, you know, Thor is getting more desperate, let's get Blake. Great. But that's issue number 3 where we have Edward Blake. And it's all talking, mainly. And every cool stuff that is happening is either off panels or is like a split second. It is problematic, and the pacing is awful. I mean, what's gonna be the payoff? Thor gets away, and either he kills Edward Blake or they become friends. Right? There's like no other outcome. Are we gonna have this epic battle? Knowing Donny Cates, we're gonna have a 2-page battle, and then they're gonna talk it out. I don't enjoy that Prey story so far. It's bad, especially on, you know, the monthly basis. I think, you know, Kovac is waiting for the whole thing, then she's gonna read it. I think she's gonna love it because, again, I feel like that's what you have to do with Donny Cates. You gotta wait for the whole run and then be like, yes. But also you can tell that, you know, he's occupied with King in Black right here. Like, he's doing other stuff. There's Venom, there's King in Black. And this feels like just a side project that literally, you know, someone else could have done and would done a better job for that. But because it's on the case, it's like, oh, praise. Sorry, but this is not a good one. Especially coming off his own story for the first 6 issues, which was okay. It was not that bad. It was a great prelude to something, you know, but again, the pacing was weird, right? So I don't know, as the reader, I enjoyed King in Black, but I don't like his style of writing for Thor. I think he should change that a bit, and really he should do something else. And yeah, it's a shame. I hope we're gonna have, like, you know, next 3 issues is gonna, like, great payoff for that. But so far there is no payoff on the horizon. And what? He's just gonna go and kill all the Thors. That's what we're gonna do, right? Edward Blake killing all the Thors because he remembers them, and at the very end he's gonna be like, I want to kill Jane Foster, and Jane Foster's gonna be like, no, and he's like, but you're my friend, I can't, and the Thor's gonna be like, yeah. I don't know, right? And the Luke's gonna be like, hey, I'm here as well. So it's a 5. It's a mediocre book. It, again, in comparison to because I have to do that to Jason Aaron, it's super bad. It's a mediocre book at best. I'm sorry, it is a mediocre book. This story arc Prey is mediocre. And again, I'm being harsh because Donny Cates is capable of telling a good story. He is capable of that. But it feels like he has no idea what to do. So it's like, okay, I have no idea what to do for the next 12 issues. How many Thors were there? 6? You know what? Okay, we're gonna do 6 issue series, right? Story arc where he's just gonna go and kill. How about that? He's just gonna kill the Thors. 6, right? Yeah, right. So we have half a year. Great. There we go. And then, like, in half a year, maybe I'm gonna figure it out what I want to do, right? That's how it feels like to me. So 5 out of 10, mediocre book. I would wait for the trade paperback with Prey. I wouldn't go and buy, like, the single issues month to month, because I don't think, honestly, they are worth it. That's my opinion on that book. So thank you guys so much for watching this review, and if you enjoyed that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more reviews like that. And of course, the story arc show that we have is all about War of the Realms now, and there's gonna be Batman Mail as well. So take care, have a fantastic rest of the day, bye bye, and please give us a good story, Donny Cates, because you're capable of that, and I want you to do that. Take care, bye.